for men at arms and towers. Hello everyone, this is the build. I'm going to record here a build order for men at arms and towers. This is a really asked build order. It's one of the most aggressive build orders that you can do in this game, and this is a really offensive game. It's really hard to do this build order if you are not used to, because you are going to collect all four resources within a really small window of time, and you are going to have to be really aggressive. So if you are a really aggressive player or you like to rush in 1v1s, this is a good build order for you. Okay, this build order is the idea of this build order is basically having men at arms on the beginning of the feudal age, and to use these men at arms to buy yourself some advantage to make towers on your enemy. So you are going to have to pick wood, regular on on Dark Age and Feudal Age. You are going to have also to collect gold to make the men at arms and the men at arms upgrade, and you are also having to collect stone, so you are able to make towers. So let me show how we can do this. And by the way, just a comment. I'm using the Saracens to record the build order because they have no economical bonus on the beginning that I can explore. So if you can do this build order with the Saracens, it means that with any other civilization that you try to do, this build order will be even better, and you will be able to use some advantages of the other civilizations. So to start off, I'm using 6 villagers on the ship. Now I'm sending the next 4 villagers to the wood. Those 4 villagers are important because you need to make a barracks soon, like if you're going to make a rush. You really have to make a sooner barracks before you click to feudal, in order to start making the men at arms on your way to feudal age, okay? So it's really important to have 4 on the wood. If you try to do this build order with only 3 guys on the wood, you probably will be late when the time comes for you to make army. So that's why I suggest you to always keep 4. After this, I'm going to send another villager to get the boar, and I'm sending the next villagers to the berries, okay? My idea here is to keep 14 villagers on the food when I'm on the Dark Age. So to start here, I will let 8 villagers get in the boars. I have already 7, so just 1 more. And then I'm going to add 6 more villagers to the berries. If you have an extra ship, if you have an extra boar, for example, in maps like Scandinavia or Yucatan, you could use these advantages for your food. But if you don't, man, no worry. You can do this by only going to the berries, okay? No crisis here. I'm still exploring because I need to fight 2 more ships here. I didn't, and they are important to the build order, so let's hope I can find them or my build order will be all fuck up. If I fail to make the build order, I will probably have to make a build order showing how you play with 2 less ship. That's what I will have to do. Okay, oh, and the boar is coming back. Nope, he's not. 4 villagers there, only a few more to the berries, then I can go to the other resources. Really good. I still don't find the ship, so this might be a problem for me later on. Let's hope that they are on the spawn here. Oh man, I don't believe I couldn't find them. They're hiding so well, huh? But the good thing is that I'm only going to use this ship later on, so I don't need them right now. And guys, I just have the magic number of 8 villagers on the boar and 6 on the berries. Now I can make the next villager in order to make a barracks for me. And only 2 more to the gold, okay? So this villager is going to make a barracks, much like if I was wanting to rush. Huh? Oh, and here are the ship, so no trouble. The ship's here. Now I'm aiming 2 more villagers to the gold. After my boar is finished to be eaten, I'm going to send 4 villagers to each one of the ships like this. 4 villagers to this ship and the other 4 are going to the next one, okay? Now I'm doing the loom. If you cannot afford to play the Dark Age without making the loom, my suggestion for you is to add one more villager and go for population 23, okay? I'm about to click up now that I finished the upgrades. And guys, as soon as you click up, your barracks must be ready because you are going to start having to make militia, to make men at arms. So right now I'm going to add more men at arms, at least 3. I think that 3 men at arms is a health number that you can always afford. Okay. And from the villagers that I have on food, I will already send 2 villagers from the food to get the stone along with my builder. So I want to start with at least 3 villagers on the stone, okay? Then there comes the second quest for you. Find the villagers that you have on the gold. Only get enough gold so you can upgrade the men at arms. So if I plan to go with 3 men at arms, I only need to have 40 gold on my bank. So I'm about to finish my gold. When I finish getting these small portions of gold, guys, I am going to stop getting the gold. Just stop it, and I'm going to move the villagers to the stone. So right now I have 5 villagers going forward along with the militia. 3 villagers on gold, and my villagers from the gold are also coming there to help. And one other thing that I'm going to do is to keep adding villagers to the wood. So as soon as I reach the feudal age, I will just keep adding villagers to the wood. I didn't even need farms if I don't want, so now I'm upgrading the men at arms. I'm also upgrading the wood. I will just keep adding villagers to the woods close to the TC. And the idea here, guys, is that you have to make towers on your enemy in order to prevent him to collecting his sources. So does not just come here and put towers. You can put towers, for example, here to kill his wood. I'm trying to put one here to kill his farms, and then the second tower is coming here to kill his wood. So I can just keep adding towers, and that's what I'm going to do. Now talking about the economy, what I should do is to keep adding villagers to the woods around the TC, and I want to have at least 6 farmers. This is really important. Why? Because at some moment my berries are going to run off and I will keep needing the villager production. So if I don't add those farms, man, I won't be able to sustain my villager production. So it's really important for you to just keep making farms around the TC like this until you have at least 6 farms. Now I have the towers attacking. If enemy tries to kill your towers, you just have to defend them with the men at arms. And a suggestion is never let your enemy see your towers unless you are 100% sure that you can defend them, okay? So it's basically a tower push where you have men at arms as your bodyguards. So your enemy cannot just send like 15 villagers to fight the towers because those men at arms are villagers eaters, so it won't work for him. So it's basically like this. With these 5 villagers on the stone, you can keep up the tower production. Okay? And you can just keep attacking your enemy with the towers. The idea is not... oh, right now, guys, my berries run off, so I have to have at least 6 farms here. 6 to 1 coming. Okay, now my economy can sustain itself. This is really important because if I didn't make the 6th farm, the economy wouldn't be able to hold itself, okay? And I need to make a pause. It's like 13 minutes. I could already go and make men at arms. I have 5 villagers on the stone. And the most important here, for this build order to work, you have to be aggressive, because you won't have resources, for example, to start making skirmishers with like 12 minutes. It's impossible because you are getting stone, you are making towers, you have villagers building towers, so it's really important that you can do some damage. This is the beginning of the build order. After this point here, you can do anything. You can go for ranges, you can go for booming, you can add more villagers to the wood, so you can do anything. You can do defensive towers, The game can go any way you want from here. So I'm going to save